Good morning students. We will start with exercise 5.4. It is based on the measurement of the angle as we have discussed in last video lecture. Now this exercise has to be done in your textbook only. Now question 1, what is the measure of right angle? As you know, it is 90 degree. A straight angle 180 degree. Now say true or false. The measure of an acute angle is less than 90 degree. True? Yes. The measure of an obtuse angle is less than 90 degree. It is false. It is always greater than 90 degree. Measure of a reflex angle is greater than 180 degree. It is true. The measure of one complete revolution is equal to 360 degree. Yes, true. If measure of angle A is equal to 50 degree, 53 degree and measure of angle B is equal to 35 degree, then measure of angle A is greater than angle B. Yes, 53 is greater than 35. It is true. Now question 3, write down the measures of some acute angles and some obtuse angles. So you can give anything because acute angles are always less than 90 degree. So I have taken 30 degree and 60 degree. Some obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means you can take any measurement greater than 90 degree. So that is 100 degree and 150 degree. You can take any measurement. It should be less than 180 and greater than 90 degree. Question 4. Measure the angles given below using the protractor and write down the measure. Now you have in class 5th you have studied how to draw an angle. Draw an angle. So here I will show how to measure it. You have to measure this. So I will bring this point at the point of intersection of two rays and measure it. Yes, it is how much? It is 45 degree. So I will write it. It is 45 degree. Then again I will put this point at the intersection of two rays, and if I measure it, I will measure from here as my reference ray is this, so I will go this way, and this is exactly 120 degree. So this is 120 degree. Now here no need to measure, as you can see it is 90 degree. Now we will measure three angles, this angle and this. So to measure this angle I will bring protractor here. Yes. Now I will go this way. So this is 60 degree. Now this is, as you can see, this is right angle, so it is 90 degree. Now I have to measure this angle, so I will bring my protractor to this intersection point, and this is, if you measure at this, it is exactly coinciding with 130. As my reference ray is this way, I will go this way in this direction, and it coincides with 130. So my angle is 130 degree. Right? Now question 5. Which angle has a larger measure? First estimate and then measure of angle A equal to what? Measure of angle B is equal to what? Now as you can see, if you by estimation you can tell that angle B is greater than angle A. We don't know the measure, but you can just looking at this two angles, you can say that this angle is greater than this angle. That means angle B is greater than angle A. Now we will measure it. So measure is, this is 40 degree and angle B is yes, it is 70 degree. Right? So this angle is greater than this angle. Now from this, which has the estimate and confirm by measuring it. So again these two you have to compare now. So here as you can see, this angle is 45 degree, and this angle if you measure, yes, this is 60 degree, right? So this is 45 and this is 60. Now fill in the blanks with acute, obtuse, right or straight. So the angle whose measure is less than that of right angle is acute. An angle whose measure is greater than that of right angle is obtuse. An angle whose measure is the sum of the measure of two right angle is straight. When the sum of the measure of two angles is that of right angle, then each of them is acute. When the sum of two angle is 90 degree, that means each one is acute. When the sum of the measure of two angles is that of straight angle and one of the is acute, then the other would be obtuse, right? Now question 8, find the measure of the angle shown in each figure. First estimate with your eyes and then find the actual measure with a protractor. Now I can say this is of 30 degree, this is of 120 degree, this is my estimation, this is of 80 degree, 70 degree, this is 150 degree. So just see it. Yes, this is by measurement, it is 40 degree. Now I will measure this angle here. I will move, this is my reference, so I will move this side. This will be 130 degree. Then to measure this angle, this is 65 degree. Now I will measure this angle. This is almost 130 degree. Yes, 2 degree more actually, the textbook. It is 135 degree. Right? Now find the angle measure between the hands of a clock in figure. This is 90 degree. This measurement, this I told between each angle it is 30 degree and this is 180 degree. Right? Now 10th one is the angle you have to use the magnifying glass, so we will not do this one. Measure and classify each angle. You have to find angle AOB, measure and classify it as acute or obtuse. So AOB is 40 degree. Then you will find AOC. AOC is 120 degree. Then it is told to find BOC. BOC. So it is, hopefully it is 90 degree. Then also we will measure it. BOC. It is 85 degree. Angle DOC. It is 92 degree. Angle DOA. Angle DOA. This is 140 degree. Angle DOB. So this we have found. Now angle DOB is a straight line. It is 180 degree. So I will once again check BOC and DOC. So BOC is this angle. So it is almost 88 actually, 88. Because due to this textbook binding, I am not getting that accurate. Okay, then angle AOB 40 degree मतलब ये होता है acute, 120 मतलब ये होता है obtuse, 88 डिग्री लेस देन 90 मतलब ये होता है acute, ये 92 है इसका मतलब ये है 90 से ज़्यादा है तो obtuse, this is also obtuse and this is straight. So this completes our exercise 5.4. Everything you have to do it in textbook itself. Hope you have enjoyed it. Yes students, as we have completed exercise 5.4, before that, starting with, now we will start with exercise 5.5, but before that I will clear some of the concept related to your exercise, and you have studied in class 5 also. So now the concept is of perpendicular lines. Now you have studied two types of lines. One is the intersecting lines, as we have taught in class 5, the intersecting lines and parallel lines. Right? Now intersecting lines means they when two lines meet each other, that are intersecting lines. इसका मतलब ये intersecting lines हो गई. Parallel lines मतलब they do not meet each other. These are parallel lines, and I think I have taught perpendicular lines also. So again I am okay. I will teach you again. So when two lines intersect and the angle between them is a right angle, then the lines are said to be perpendicular. That means what? Now if I am taking AB and CD, ये दो मेरे लाइंस हैं, ये दोनों मीट हो रहे हैं एक सम पॉइंट पे, से M. तो ये M पे मीट हो रहे हैं और इनके बीच का जो एंगल है, द एंगल मेड बिटवीन दिस टू लाइन इज 90 डिग्री, राइट एंगल और 90 डिग्री यू कैन से. तो जब ये 90 डिग्री बनाते हैं इसका मतलब AB is perpendicular to CD, या तो हम बोल सकते हैं CD is perpendicular to AB. तो perpendicular का साइन होता है ऐसा. तो इसका जब ऐसे लिखते हैं AB is and with such sign is that is CD, that means AB is perpendicular to CD and these two lines are making angle of 90 degree. This thing it signifies. तो perpendicular मतलब क्या? When two lines intersect with each other. Two lines you can say line segment also. So when they intersect each other at right angle, इसका मतलब ये दोनों का एंगल कितना बन रहा है? 90 डिग्री. Then AB is perpendicular to CD. तो ये दोनों का एंगल जब इंटरसेक्ट होने के बाद 90 डिग्री बनता है, देन यू कैन से AB इज परपेंडिकुलर टू CD. राइट? नाउ सेकेंड पार्ट. नाउ सपोज यू आर टेकिंग M एज द मिड पॉइंट ऑफ AB. मिड पॉइंट मतलब क्या? बीच का पॉइंट. ठीक है? जब M इनका मिड पॉइंट है, AB का मिड पॉइंट है, इसका मतलब AM विल बी इक्वल टू MB, राइट? तो AM इज इक्वल टू MB और उसके अलावा ये 90 डिग्री भी बना रहे हैं AB और CD. तो ऐसे केस में हम बोलेंगे CD इज द परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ AB, राइट? तो अभी अगर M मिड पॉइंट नहीं है तो हम सिर्फ क्या बोलेंगे कि AB इज परपेंडिकुलर टू CD. इसका मतलब ये दोनों का एंगल 90 डिग्री है. और अगर हम बोलते हैं M इज द मिड पॉइंट सच दैट AM इज इक्वल टू MB, ये दोनों पार्ट इक्वल भी आ रहे हैं और 90 डिग्री भी है, तब वो हो गया AB इज अ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ CD. Or you can say CD is the perpendicular हाँ सॉरी, CD इज द परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ AB। मतलब CD ऐसा है कि AB को दो इक्वल पार्ट में भी डिवाइड कर रहा है और 90 डिग्री भी बना रहा है, तब वो हो गया परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर। जब वो इक्वल पार्ट्स में नहीं होते हैं तो हम, और 90 डिग्री ही बना रहा है तो हम बोलेंगे परपेंडिकुलर। और ये जो साइन है ये है परपेंडिकुलर का साइन। राइट, नाउ let us start with exercise 5.5. First one is very simple. Which of the following are models for perpendicular lines? तो इसमें पहला है adjacent edges of टेबल टॉप, B lines of railway track. Lines of railway track तो कभी मीटी नहीं होती है. Line segments forming the letter L. Letter L. तो ये परपेंडिकुलर हो गई. यस. लेटर V तो परपेंडिकुलर नहीं हो सकता. फर्स्ट इज टेबल टॉप्स एडजेसेंट एजेस. दिस इज योर टेबल टॉप. तो ये जो एडजेसेंट एजेस है ये बनाती है 90 डिग्री. सो हियर यू हैव टू टिक इन टेक्स्ट बुक इटसेल्फ ऑप्शन A एंड ऑप्शन C. राइट. Now going for question 2, let PQ be perpendicular to line segment XY. PQ be perpendicular to line segment XY. Let PQ and XY intersect at A. तो मैंने PQA परपेंडिकुलर है, इसका मतलब वो 90 डिग्री तो बना ही रहे हैं और वो इंटरसेक्ट हो रहा है XY पे. कौन से पॉइंट पे? A. सो व्हाट इज द मेजर ऑफ एंगल PAY? तो क्या होना चाहिए? वो परपेंडिकुलर है तो इसका मतलब इट इज फॉर्मिंग राइट एंगल. सो मेजर ऑफ एंगल PAY इज 90 डिग्री. Right? So this you have to draw in your notebook and then write the answer. Now question 3. There are two set square in your box. What are the measure of the angle that are formed at their corners? Do they have any angle common, that any measure that is common? अभी इसमें बोला, ये अभी आपने देखा होगा आपके कंपास बॉक्स में ये दो सेट स्क्वायर्स होते हैं. तो सेट स्क्वायर में अगर आप ये वाला देखेंगे इसके थोड़े अलग एंगल्स हैं. ये होता है 30, 60 एंड 90. दिस इज 90 डिग्री, 60, 30. अगर आप एंगल मेजर करो एक होगा 30, 60, 30 एंड 90. दिस इज वन सेट स्क्वायर. अनदर इज दिस वन. ये आप देखोगे सारे एंगल भी इक्वली दिखेंगे आपको. सो दिस इज 45, 45 एंड 90. तो एक सेट स्क्वायर के एंगल्स का मेजर होता है 30, 60 एंड 90. सो यू हैव टू राइट मेजर्स ऑफ सेट स्क्वायर आर. मेजर्स ऑफ सेट स्क्वायर आर. पहला आएगा 30, 60, 90. दूसरा आएगा 45 डिग्री, 45 डिग्री, 90. राइट. अभी पहला पार्ट आंसर का हो गया. ये सब कितने एंगल बनाते हैं? एक तो है 30, 60, 90. दूसरा है 45, 45, 90. तो ये दोनों में कॉमन एंगल कौन सा है? अभी यहाँ देख के पता चल रहा है. व्हाट इज द एंगल कॉमन बिटवीन दैट टू? दैट इज 90 डिग्री. So I have to write the common angle is 90 degree. देखिए सिर्फ दोनों में कॉमन क्या है? 90 डिग्री. रेस्ट टू आर डिफरेंट. नाउ क्वेश्चन 4. Here this you have to do it in textbook itself. Diagram is given. Study the diagram. The line L दिस इज लाइन L इज परपेंडिकुलर टू M, मतलब ये दोनों 90 डिग्री बना रहे हैं. नाउ फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज C इक्वल टू EG. CE मतलब क्या है ये, और ये EG है. तो CE का डिस्टेंस कितना हो गया 2 यूनिट्स, EG का कितना हो गया 2 यूनिट्स, राइट. तो इक्वल है, यस, सो दे आर इक्वल. सेकेंड B is does PE bisect CG. PE bisect CG का मतलब, bisect का मतलब क्या होता है, इस CG को PE दो इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रही है या नहीं. इसका मतलब वो पूछ रहे हैं ECE इक्वल टू EG, राइट. Bisect means it is dividing that particular line into two equal parts. So PE मतलब ये है, is PE bisecting CG. PE is CG. Now this is C is 2 units, EG is 2 units. दो इक्वल पार्ट्स हो गए, इसका मतलब आंसर आएगा यस, राइट. नाउ इज क्वेश्चन पार्ट C. Identify any two line segment for which PE is the perpendicular bisector. अभी ये P है, परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर किसके लिए है. अब यहां देखो आप, ED इज इक्वल टू EF. इसका मतलब PE परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर हो सकता है DF के लिए. अगर मैं देखूं CE इज इक्वल टू EG, इसका मतलब PE परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर हो सकता है CG के लिए. सिमिलरली BE इज इक्वल टू EG, इसका मतलब BE इज इक्वल टू BE 2 यूनिट्स, for DF CG and here it is BH. तो BH के लिए अगर मैं देखूं, उसके लिए भी परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर हो सकता है. कैसे, BE इज इक्वल टू EH. BE होता है 3 यूनिट्स, EH होता है 3 यूनिट्स. यू कैन काउंट 1 2 3 1 2 3. इसका मतलब PE किस किस के लिए हो सकता है परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. एक तो हो सकता है DF CG एंड BH, राइट. उसके आगे शायद दिया नहीं है कोई पॉइंट. यस, इट इज नॉट गिवन. सो DF CG एंड BH. नाउ आर दिस ट्रू, AC ग्रेटर देन FG. AC मतलब कितना है 2 यूनिट्स, FG कितना है 1 यूनिट. तो AC ग्रेटर होगा, यस. CD इक्वल टू GH. CD कितना है 1, GH कितना है 1, दोनों इक्वल है, यस. BC लेस देन EH. BC कितना है 1, EH कितना है EH 3. इसका मतलब कम है, यस. सो एवरीथिंग इज यस. So this completes your exercise 5.5.